believe that modern society has lost their way. The life of our ancestors, the pioneers, the true family values that you don't find in the cities anymore. And maybe if they got a taste of it, they would kind of rethink their own values and their own beliefs and maybe move more out to the country themselves. It's what we call the lost, forgotten art of basic human survival. They don't know how to can, they don't know how to make breads, they don't know how to dry meats. Then you have a certain amount of friends that we trust, and they trust us, so it creates a brotherhood. And it's more than a brotherhood like siblings, you know, your brother or your sister. It's more of a tight bond even than that, if you can actually believe that, you know, because your family has automatic trust, where these have earned the trust. Sometimes they would say that, well, you're poor. And I'd look and it's like, I'm the richest man in the world because I have all of this. We live, well, similar to the pioneers. I guess it's the modern pioneers. We built a cabin and we cook outside. We don't have a kitchen. Well, out here in Swink, Oklahoma, there is a need for brotherhood because there's not a large population. And so everybody might live, you know, 20 minutes away, 10 minutes away. It's not like neighbors in the city where you can hand them sugar from your window. And so it's extremely important to have that type of a relationship, that brotherhood, because who else are you going to call?
Well, if there was ever something to happen, a Great Depression or something, well, we can make it. We know how to garden. We know how to live off the land. We know how to make it. It's sorry to say, some people won't never make it, but we will. These woods is, I guess to us, like me and John, these other guys, it's just, you know, like the back of our hand. Dark, day, night, we can just truck to it. There's always money to be made in the woods, and whether you're logging, you can go dig snake root. We live off the land, we grow our own food, we mainly shoot and eat what we can kill. I just try to teach my son how I was taught. My dad taught me how to survive, how to be a good person and respect people, and then I just try to teach my sons, my kids, all of them the same way. That way, when they get older, and if I'm gone, they can make it the same way I've been making it. This is my best friend from high school, John Paul Lewis. Yep. He's deaf, but he's hard of hearing. He has a hearing aid, and he can speak. He can read your lips. One of my best friends, Sam's dang brother out there. Everybody knows that. They have more things to do than hear that. Say the honey, but there's no fucking wild on in Maryland, so I haven't moved here. That's what you prefer, right?
I've heard over the years, you know, people catching, you know, like 100-pounders and stuff.
Fishing is a way to bond, especially out here, but it's, you know, because it's that brotherly, you know. You're always telling stories. Not only stories, but, gee, the ones that got away that nobody can verify.
Well, the one that about pulled me out of the boat, about all I saw was about 4 foot of shadow, so you could say 60 to 80 pounds.
The fish was, you know, that big.
You know, it's always a big one that gets away, you know.
I've been a strong woman all my life. I grow potatoes, I grow okra, I grow jalapenos, I grow all the peppers, I grow the tomatoes, I grow all the squash, the eggplant. The kids, they're foraging, they love foraging. They found ginseng, they found onion, they found garlic, they found sumac, which is staghorn sumac, which is a really great wine or a really great fruit, but everyone's scared of because they think it's poisonous. It's not. There's nothing more special than that. I mean, it's just what we do.
pioneer cooking is a philosophy, but it's also an art. We grow our own herbs and spices, and it's all fresh. And so we're really particular. I guess it's almost like being a chef, a home chef, because we take pride in all of our foods.
Well, I do have what I prefer, I guess you could say a Ray special spice, but a lot of people can't eat it because I like anything hot.
The curl seasoning is something very simple. It's very, very simple, but something that everyone looks over every day. Natural herbs and natural spices that you can find in the forest, that you can just go ahead and mince up, add to your meat, add to your vegetables however you like. Turns out delicious.
We got a few rules. I mean, if you don't follow the rules, well, then you're liable to get jacked up.
Trespassing is probably about the worst crime ever here.
I said, don't trespass on me. I told Ray, you know, just let him know if I feel nice, they'll walk out of the woods naked. They'll walk. If I don't feel nice, they won't walk.
When they go on your land, your leased land, your own land, it doesn't matter, and they shoot something, that's stealing from your family.
You're trespassing, you're going to be shot, you're going to be hunted, and if you're not caught, you're going to be found because we know where you are.
Les, he leased 150 acres, and constantly people are coming in, they're cutting the gate, cutting the fence. What we have to figure out is where they're coming in, put these boards down so when they run over those nails, pops their tires. Now they're going to have to replace them. That's going to cost them money. How's it feel?
Well, like I say, this is a nice way. Oklahoma is right to protect yourself and property, you know.
I mean, to me, we're living in the Garden of Eden, in paradise. And those poor city folk are living more in kind of like purgatory. Well, I wouldn't say quite hell, but it's not a better way of life at all.
If I had to live in a city, I would never make it. I could get a job, like I worked on a few pipelines, where you can make lots and lots of money, but what you got there? You don't have no land. You can't have horses in town. This is something I would never ever do. This is what I choose to do right here. Sometimes we may struggle on money behalf, probably, but hey, we always make it. It's something that we do, and this is what I love to do, and this is what's the way we're going to live, right here.
Pioneer living to us is the lost, forgotten art of basic human survival. The women, they're hard. They're freaking sturdy. I appreciate every single woman I meet. Every single one gives me dang ideas on how to do this. Homemade bread, homemade anything and everything. It's beautiful. Men don't know shit. The women work hard. I know for a fact that the population of Swink has actually shrank. In order to stay here, you have to adapt. All right, my mama taught me there's a lot of long days of getting the pears or the apricots or whatever she wanted at that time. We got to go ahead and make the jelly, this and that. I hated it. I hated it as a child. I hated it. I mean, it was child labor. It was. Now, as a woman, I appreciate that. I mean, and now I have kids. Hell, I appreciate it even more. The kids, if foraging, they love foraging. They found ginseng, they found onion, they found garlic, they found sumac, which is staghorn sumac, which is a really great wine or a really great fruit that everyone's scared of because they think it's poisonous. It's not. There's nothing more special than that. I mean, it's just what we do.
Here you don't have to do the testings and all that kind of stuff. It's, back still, they've never changed the laws from whenever the kids had to stay at home and help their parents on, do housework and all that kind of stuff. So it's still pretty easygoing. It's not very strict right now, as of right now.
We wanted to do it from scratch, just like the pioneers did. We wanted to experience it, but it was hard. A lot of people think, wow, that's so cool, and, they're in fairy tale land. Because, no, it's not. It's hard work.
I am definitely an outsider. I've been living in Maryland most of my life, and I was born in Vegas. And I've got to adapt to my husband's ways. The main thing I'm scared about is I'm not the one who knows how to shoot a gun, and I don't know how to hog hunt or anything. It is a lot wilder than I'm used to, but I think I'm up for it. I love challenges.
This part of the country kind of became like an outlaw territory. I mean, it's always been an outlaw territory anyways, but the people here, they're a little wilder, and I'm not going to say more uncivilized because they have their own code of ethics and their own code of rules, and as long as everybody follows the rules, there's no problem. But when someone breaks the rules, then things get scary.
Hang on, is that Bubba? He just got out of jail. And he's across the way, he's not supposed to be shooting. We might want to talk to Gary about that first, because he's thrown bullets this way many times. That's when John had him listen by him. I mean, for y'all's safety, I'm not worried about ours, because brother will take him down.
You might be cleaning fish all day. You don't know what, you're going to end up doing. You may be cutting firewood because winter's coming and it's going to get cold and you need to get, firewood cut. The women work hard.